here with one of my newest, youngest proteges, Mr. John Beal. John, welcome to the Success Forum.
Thank you.
Yeah, and John, you started with me. Was it a year ago? Less than a year ago?
Yeah, about a year ago, March of 2021.
And let me tell you, like every successful student, when I first meet people, I always know I can size them up pretty quickly. I knew you were going to do this. I knew you were going to be a success because what do you know what the one trait is that you had in spades over many others?
What was it?
Your sales and marketing background.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. That's really it. I mean, when you look at this business, as all businesses is sales and marketing. And this business is no different. And my most successful students are the ones that come to it with a sales and marketing background, and you were no different. I mean, you prospect harder than anyone else to find that first deal. And how'd that go? I mean, let's talk about some of your first, forays. First off, I am not your first guru trainer, am I?
That's right. I was in another coaching program before I found you on the internet and started to get interested in your style, your background as an attorney, and probably really the sales and marketing. As I look back on it, your philosophy around that was sort of the attraction, and I related very well to it.
Yeah. And that obviously when you first got started, you really went at it with always, you were making deals, you were putting out offers all the time.
Right.
I mean, John, really a lot of the things that I teach, you really took to heart. Like, if you're not making offers, this is nothing more than a very expensive hobby.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. It was making offers, and it was some of the other things that you teach. As you know, on the deal that we did and closed in December, just a couple months ago. So we're in the early stages of it. You had mentioned, meeting with the broker and putting offers in there, even if you knew that they weren't likely to get accepted, because you had to build a reputation with the broker. And really what separates you from all the other offers oftentimes is just the very mere fact of making an offer. A lot of people look and kick tires, but they actually don't put forth orders. And that was one of the things that I learned very on. It's like, I got to put, offers out there, even if it doesn't exactly meet my criteria. My price that I'm offering is substantially off. I still want to get that in there, because that's how you build credibility with the brokerage community.
Right. And like I always say, nothing bad happens when you make an offer.
That's right.
And, we were on a Monday night call and, you saw me make an offer on one particular property. And that's what I said to the broker. I said, hey, listen, I'm going to throw the offer out here. I don't care if he's already got one in there with, $500,000, or not $500,000, but it was more like $50,000 higher. No, it was $250,000 higher than what supposedly this other offer had out there. And I said, listen, I'm just going to put it out there. I mean, this is my number, and I said, is this going to hurt if I put it out there? And the broker said, no, I'll take your offer. And, right. Because two things happen when you make an offer. Number one is it moves you up the food chain among the brokers, because you are a guy who takes action. And the second thing is, even if it's a bad offer, even if it's like substantially below what the owner is looking for, the broker only makes money when he closes that deal. And if your numbers are in line with everyone else's, that broker has enough evidence to go back to the seller and say, hey, you're never going to sell at that price. This is where the market is. And it helps the broker add a little realism to the seller's numbers. So yeah, it definitely doesn't hurt. Now, okay, let's talk about the process of working with me. And we'll leave all the comic relief out too, John. I like sometimes you call me up just to get the joke of the day. What's the matter? You don't like that one?
Sorry, there was a distraction. Something popped up on my screen right as you were talking. Sorry about that.
Oh, another offer, another deal. Okay, take it, John. Go for it, man.
Another deal.
Yes. No, but you and I were in constant contact. I mean, you would call me. I ended up telling you, John, I'm not even in the office at 9 a.m. Please don't call me at 9 o'clock. Okay, what time should I call you? Call me at 9:30. Boom, 9:30 every morning. I got a call.
9:31. Yeah, I'd give you a minute.
No, John's he's phoning it in today. If you call me at 9:31, that's the way I would look at it.
Right.
But we would go through those numbers, we'd go through the whole deal. And, how did that interaction help you?
I mean, it was tremendous because, when you're out there making offers, one of the things that I've come to learn is that you've got to get a separate set of eyes on things. Sometimes when you look at a deal, and you warn us of this, you start falling in love with the deal. And there's certain aspects of it that you like, maybe it's the market, maybe it's, you're so convinced of the upside, but having a fresh set of lenses, looking at your deal, looking for where the holes might be, things that you need to consider. I mean, two of the big things that I learned from you early on, when you're underwriting a deal, you get all of the seller's numbers, right, from the broker. And, you have to have a jaundiced eye when you look at the broker numbers, as you've always said, but they never show you what the implications are of the new taxes and the new insurance, which always go up. So just putting that fresh lens in, and stress testing. So that ability to look at it and talk through the deal. Hey, what about this, John? And then I could have questions that I could go back to the broker and say, what about this? Why is this high? Why is this low? So it's really critical when you're just starting and underwriting. You don't want to make the mistake. So you want to rely on someone like yourself that's seen, thousands of deals that will help point out these areas.
It's amazing in broker land, taxes never go up and insurance never goes up either. Really, guys, seriously, come on.
Yeah.
So, all right. So describe the property that you ended up buying?
So so it's in Central Virginia. It's 95 units. It's a portfolio. One property is 71 units, and then about 1/3 of a mile away is a 24 unit property. So it's two properties. They were built in 1969 to 1972. It's a mix of 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. So good mix, predominantly 2-bedroom, 1-baths. Like I said, it was built in the first building was built in 69, and the most recent ones were built like 1973. This was an owner that self-managed. He has another more units in his portfolio, which we're talking to him about. I met with him last week, so kind of working on that. But self-managed, and this owner just preferred. He took good care of the property. Put in the new roofs, new windows, new heat pumps, but he opted to maximize occupancy rather than maximize value. So the interior of the units, while they were clean, they were just dated. I mean, it looks like, the 1970s, 1980s. So what attracted us to this deal, it's a value add where he's below market rents. The market rents are here, and we're going to help get up to market rents through what we're calling a light rehab. So we're going to put in new appliances, refinish the cabinets, put new faces on them, put in the plank flooring, modernize it, the new plumbing fixtures, new light fixtures. It's going to, our budget is about $7,500 a unit. The model home's coming online. It should be finished this week. And thankfully, even with all of the supply chain issues, it looks like we're going to be right in budget. So it's not like it's going up. So that was good. Our plan is to renovate all the units, 95, so about 4 a month, and get them all up to market rent.
And so, what type of a forced appreciation? What's the new increase in the NOI going to be? And when you put it up against the cap rate, how much additional value do you think you're getting on this property?
We're looking at adding, I think conservatively, $3.5 to $4 million at a cap rate, projected in the future. Of course, this is a 5 to 7 year hold, but the market rents, we're looking to add $200 to $400 a month per unit in rent. So it's pretty significant bump.
Good for you. That's exactly the type of deal to be looking for. Bravo, John. Bravo. Now you're already working on the next deals. And like I always say, all you need me for are the first two deals. After that, you and I are just friends. But yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Bravo to you, John. And hey, I loved working with you. You were so much fun. We had a lot of laughs together. We saw you down in Florida at the conference. That was a good time. And yes. We'll be doing that again next January. So
totally look forward to it. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do this deal without you and the community. I mean, I have to just, hats off to what you've built, because I think it would have been very, very tough to do without the community, from Jillian and raising private money. Cause I mean, this is on the deal side, but once you get the deal locked up and under contract, then you're taking that hat off and putting on the money raising hat, and that's a part of the journey that's crucial. And you have a very short window to do it. And, if it weren't for the members in the community that have invested in the deal, it would have been very hard to pull this off. So I'm really happy to be part of this program. I think if you're serious about multifamily investing, you've got to do something like this. And I was looking for somebody to work with a similar mindset, and just so awesome to work with you. Really appreciate it. And look forward to doing the next deal with your help.
Oh yeah, I can't wait, because I love work. When you're hot on something like that, that's when I get excited about, like, okay, this is going to be great, John. Let's go after this one. But I'm not going to let you get screwed. I'm not going to let anybody take advantage of you. So cool. All right, man. Thanks, John. It's so good to see you, and we will see you around soon.
Great. Sounds good. Thanks, Charlie. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Johnny B. Johnny B.